You just locked your hotel room door, slipped the latch, and feel perfectly safe. You aren't. Standard hotel locks are designed for convenience, not security, and they can be bypassed in seconds. Today, I'm going to show you the exact physical anomalies you are missing and give you a 5-step room sweep to guarantee your safety. When you walk into a hotel lobby, you willingly hand over your situational awareness. You are tired from traveling, you're staring at your phone, and you naturally assume that because you're paying for a room, the environment is inherently safe. This is the exact reason why everyday people miss the early warning signs of danger. Most people walk into a new environment and try to give every single detail equal attention. When you do that, your brain gets completely overwhelmed by the new environment. That is what causes that deer in the headlights reaction, where you just freeze up. You are taking in too much useless information. Professionals don't do this. Professionals don't scan every single thing in a room. They only scan for differences. They look for what doesn't belong. And to do that in a hotel, you need to understand the most important threat detection skill in the world. Look at this lobby. Are you looking at the suitcases? The front desk? Stop. If you want to spot danger, you have to stop looking at the objects and start looking at the behavior. Before you even get in the elevator to go to your room, you have to establish a baseline. A baseline simply asks one question. What is normal here? What does regular movement look like? How loud is it usually? And what is the typical pace of the people around you? If you do not know the baseline of a hotel hallway, you cannot possibly identify a threat. Your brain has to understand what normal looks like first, so it can instantly flag what is not normal. In the tactical world, this is a fundamental part of the OODA loop, specifically the orientation phase. The baseline of a hotel hallway is quiet, empty, and transitional. People walk directly to their doors, swipe a key, and go inside. If you see someone pacing near the ice machine, or sitting on the floor checking their phone, or approaching you directly instead of walking past you, that is an anomaly. An anomaly is anything that breaks the baseline. It doesn't mean you panic. It just means it is an information trigger. It means you need to pay attention. Now you're at your door. You swipe your card and walk in. Do not drop your bags and collapse on the bed. You need to run a 5-step room sweep. Step 1. Prop the door open with your luggage so you have an immediate exit. Step 2. Check the bathroom and behind the shower curtain. Step 3. Check the closets. Step 4. Look under the bed. Step 5. Check the window locks. While you do this, you are hunting for environmental anomalies. Remember, the human brain is biologically hardwired to notice disruption and change. You already have the survival hardware built into your nervous system. You just have to trust it. I want you to try this micro drill on your next trip. The second you enter a new room, identify the baseline in exactly 3 seconds. Then, force yourself to identify just one anomaly. Ask yourself, why does this feel off? This rapidly builds your orientation skills. What happens if you are in the hallway and a stranger approaches you? How do you know if they are just a lost guest or an actual threat? You use the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, act. Baseline gives you context, but anomalies give you direction. If someone is walking towards you, the biggest mistake you can make is looking at their face or their clothes. Your eyes will lie to you. Their words will lie to you, but their hands will never lie. The number one rule in any transitional space is to watch the hands. Hands are what will hurt you, grab you, or pull a weapon. If a stranger is approaching you in a hotel corridor, look at their hands first. Are their hands hidden in their pockets or behind their back? Are their hands clenching into fists or fidgeting with their waistband? These are massive red flags. If they are reaching toward you as they approach, your observation phase is over. You must immediately decide on a plan to create distance and act on it before they get within striking range. Once you have cleared the room and understand how to read the hallway, you need to secure your physical perimeter. Standard hotel deadbolts and latch guards are incredibly flimsy. They can be bypassed from the outside using a simple piece of wire or a bent plastic card. To take control of your environment, you need to use your own friction. Place a simple rubber door wedge under the door from the inside. Next, set up your sleep system. Position your phone, your room key, and a small flashlight on the nightstand closest to you. Put your shoes right next to the bed facing the door. If a fire alarm goes off at 3 a.m. or someone tries to breach your door, you are not scrambling in the dark. You are observing, orienting, deciding, and acting in seconds. Let's recap the flow. You do not give every detail equal weight. You establish the baseline. You sweep for anomalies. And if anyone approaches your space, you watch their hands. Situational awareness isn't about paranoia. It is a continuous, dynamic process that allows you to adapt swiftly and confidently to your surroundings. When you understand how to spot deviations from the normal baseline, you stay ahead of danger instead of reacting to it after it's already happening. This is how professionals move through the world, and it is a skill you can start building today. Do not let the illusion of a locked door convince you to turn off your brain. If this breakdown changed the way you look at hotels, drop a comment below. What is the first thing you currently do when you walk into a hotel room? Stay aware, stay safe.